I feel like the next most important thing that you need to know as a music producer are plugins or effects. I think you don't need to know what the science is behind them, all you need to focus on is how and where to use them. So I'm going to talk about multiple groups of default plugins that I use, and then I will talk about third-party plugins. Let's start with the most fun, saturation. My understanding of saturation is that it makes the sound fuller. There are multiple variations of saturation. All that you need to know, some are more subtle and others are harsher. I use saturation on pretty much everything because I think you cannot go wrong with just a little bit saturation, but you need to be unbiased. Do the A/B test and gain stage whenever you use an audio effect that changes the color of the sound. Don't waste too much time trying to understand it because I don't think that you benefit much from that. Okay, saturator plugin. Dry wet determines how much of effect compared to the original sound you want to use. 100% wet is all the saturation, 100% dry is like not using the effect. I usually use all my color effects at 50%, so I still have the original sample that is not processed with an effect. Output means how loud the sample will be after using the effect. Dry means how much dB of saturation you want to use. Here you have all the types of saturation. Bass, how much of low end is used. Others I rarely use, so I'm not gonna talk about. Here is an example of how I would use it on this kick. I like the hard curve for kicks. You can see the gain is much higher than it was before, so I'm gonna lower the output. Now do the A/B. It was at 7. So, same gain. You can see how much it changes the sound. This is all that I currently want to talk about saturation, because like I said, music production is not so much about theory, but actually doing stuff. You will learn more on how I use it in the future videos. I hope you learned something useful and new. If you like what I do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, and see you in the next one.